Course Plus. Expressway to Elegant Career.
Chapter 3. Reform and Eliminate Limiting Beliefs. It's one thing to focus on and fine-tune positive beliefs, but let me be honest with you. This can only take you so far. You have to understand that your total being has to operate at peak consistency for you to live a peaceful life. In other words, for you to start to think and then automatically work so as to produce whatever it is that you imagine, it takes a remarkable amount of internal integrity and consistency. Unfortunately, if you have limiting beliefs, they end up holding you back and dragging you down. They act as pollutants that get in the way of turning your ideas into a reality that you live out. And these limiting beliefs can be quite addictive. Oftentimes, we inherit our limiting beliefs from our parents. In fact, we may have to hang on to them for so long that we don't challenge them. We believe that they are real. We believe that they are part of our lives when, in reality, they don't have to be. Also, limiting beliefs can be so ingrained in our personal realities that they are at the same time everywhere and nowhere. They're right in front of you, but you can't see them. To reform and eliminate limiting beliefs, you must first find them. 2 ways to find limiting beliefs. There are 2 ways to identify limiting beliefs. First, you are already aware of them. Regardless of how faint your impressions may be, you already have an idea that certain things that you choose to believe about yourself are not all that good. Congratulations if you have this. Even if you have a hunch, you are definitely in a better place than others who are completely clueless. The other way to find this is to find areas of your life that you're unhappy with. Trace them to your beliefs. Do you think you're ugly? Do you think you're dumb? Do you think you're broke and incapable of earning money? Do you think you're always dependent on others who are stronger or more influential than you? These are negative things, but they are not reality. Instead, what gives them the semblance of reality are the beliefs that they are founded on. Start with areas of your life that you're unhappy or frustrated with, and trace these to certain beliefs. Regardless of how you do it, become fully aware of your negative beliefs. I know this might seem embarrassing. You probably don't want to go through this because, hey, nobody wants to feel small. Nobody wants to admit that they are wrong or they're engaged in something negative. But if you want to live a happier life, you need to get your ego out of the way. This is not a slam on you. This doesn't make you a bad person. This doesn't make you a defective person. Everybody suffers from this. But if you want to live a life of victory, you need to overcome by being a little bit more humble and admitting to yourself that you subscribe to certain negative beliefs that hold you down. Understand your negative beliefs. To truly understand your negative beliefs so you can start working to undermine them and achieve greater control over your life, you need to commit to a 4-step process. You have to be both systematic and methodical about this because if you choose to attempt this based on your feelings, chances are you probably will fail. Chances are you probably would rather take the path of least resistance or simply give up. Again, it all boils down to ego. Most people don't like to admit they're wrong. Most people definitely feel uneasy and uncomfortable when they realize that there's something wrong with them. Finally, what makes this really difficult is that you no longer have the luxury of indulging in excuses. The great thing about excuses is that they numb us from painful realizations. If you're poor, struggling, not too bright, not too attractive, or whatever else you're suffering from, it's because you choose to be that way. I know, that's an unwelcome conclusion, but that's reality. And when you go through this 4-step process, you realize the power of your choice. It can be quite disconcerting and troubling to a lot of people because we like to believe that our reality chose us, not the other way around. This is why it's so comforting to have all these excuses at our disposal. Well, if you want to truly understand your negative beliefs, you have to let go of the emotional and psychological crutch of excuses. These have to be things of the past. Are you ready to take the 4 steps? Let's go. Step number 1. Be clear on your negative beliefs. At this point, you should have some level of clarity regarding the things that you believe about yourself that routinely hold you back. Now, your turn to turn the spotlight on these negative beliefs and tightly define them. What is it exactly that you believe about yourself? How does this hold you back? Is there an alternative reality? Is there an alternative reading to your situation? Ask these questions so you can tightly define the negative beliefs that constantly lead you to bad decisions and bad emotional states. Step number 2. Understand their triggers. As I've mentioned in a previous section, our beliefs are the filters that we use on reality. When we perceive stimuli from the rest of the world, our beliefs act like filters that unleash a chain reaction of emotional and mental states that leads us to bad decisions. They cement us in a downward spiral that we can't seem to break out of. Understand that the first step to getting out of this sad situation is to be clear as to what to trigger these beliefs. In the course of a day, note when you start thinking those negative beliefs. What external events have to happen? What do people have to say? What do people have to do? What other external events have to take place for you to start remembering these beliefs? You have to understand that when triggers occur, your negative beliefs splash in a split second and you are caught in an almost automatic or instinctive course of emotional, verbal, mental, and physical action. Be aware of how quick this all plays out so you can instantly freeze the trigger and dwell on it.